Alright guys, what is going on? It's your boy. As you probably guessed from the title, this is going to be a mini tutorial video on NOOB SAIBOT. Now I'm just going to make everyone aware before they commit to this video. I am not a great teacher, I'm not your sensei, I ain't one of those guys. I'm just going to literally show you how I play NOOB SAIBOT, what I think is effective. I'm not going to show you everything, just because quite honestly I can't be bothered, I'm kind of hungry. I'm just doing this quickly. It's not going to be too quick of a video, but I'm going to give you the most important things that I think you should know about NOOB SAIBOT, and then hopefully with the things that you learn here, you'll be able to just go off and do your own thing. So, you know, I'm not the best player in the world, but I've been doing alright against some of the stronger competition in the UK. You know, sometimes I get my ass whooped, sometimes I play really well. I'm not really consistent right now. I think when I'm on the ball, I can get the job done most of the time, but yeah, you take away whatever you want from this. So NOOB SAIBOT is not one of the heavy mix-up characters in this game. So for me, I don't think he's a top tier. I think he's strong, and I think he's one of the more, he's better balanced than a lot of the characters in this game, I think. When I first started playing MK11, he kind of reminded me how Street Fighter 4 was, kind of, because he's not massive with the mix-ups. Like, he hasn't got any overheads, for example, no overhead starters, and he hasn't really got that advancing pressure with his normals. Like, a lot of his normals will start high, the ones that go into like big damage, or like his forward 2-2 starts a high. He hasn't got the advancing mids like Geras or Scarlet or whatever. So although I think NOOB SAIBOT is a great character, I think he falls shy of being a top tier character simply because he doesn't have great pressure tools, and he doesn't have a real mix-up game. He doesn't really have a mix-up game. That being said though, if you really like footsie based characters, then NOOB SAIBOT is 100% the character you want to be using. I love footsie based characters. From people that remember me playing Algor, obviously I love me a mix-up character, but I just love the way this character feels. I would love it if they gave him an overhead starter. Even the overhead that Scorpion has, that would be really nice. But as I said, he's great. So we're going to run through a few things here that I think are important about NOOB SAIBOT, and then you can piece the rest together and go from there.
What is dead cannot die.
Okay, so 113, which is for people on PlayStation 4, square X, that's one of your go-to combo starters. It can cancel into all of his grounded special attacks completely meterless, and they all do decent damage. From there, what you want to do is you want to familiarize yourself with the Teleslam meter burn. So for one bar you can easily get over 30% damage, and it's really not hard to do at all. As a matter of fact, NOOB SAIBOT might be one of the more easy characters to combo with in this game. Now, nobody's really hard to play in this game. It's the systems surrounding this game that make it hard. But anyway, so what you want to do is you want to cancel into the Teleslam and meter burn it. So when NOOB throws them on the floor, you want to go for back 1 and then 1+3. But what I do, which makes it easier, is back 1 and I just press grab, the throw button. I'm playing on a PS4 pad, so it's just easier that way for me. If you play on an arcade stick, then, you know, unless you've got a macro, it's going to be back 1 and then 1+3. From there you can go into the Teleslam again, or you can go for a clone, which you can meter burn. I'd only ever really use that clone if I had the crushing blow already ready, so stack up the damage, otherwise you've got better options. Now you'll lose a little bit of damage, but if you go for the little fireball, the little ghost ball thing he has, the spirit ball, you'll be like plus a billion on hit, which will allow you to go for a little mix-up. There's several mix-ups you can do from that point. You can go for a grab, you can go for a short hop overhead. There's loads of little things you can do afterwards. I have my personal favourite though. Now obviously that combo is only ever gonna work if the person you're facing has no idea that they should be blocking low at all times against Noob Saibot and not standing. If you catch them standing, then of course you've pretty much killed them in 2 combos, provided you've got the meter and the crushing blow, not the crushing blow, so the fatal blow. Even if you don't have the fatal blow, you've put them in a horrible situation where you can just sort of stand back in the zone at that point. So moving on, back 1 is a great poking tool. It's only -5 on block and it's +6 on hit, so it's a good button to sort of throw out there. You can also cancel it into all of your ground special attacks. I would be a little bit weary about doing back 1 and then 1+3 on block against some characters because it is -17 on block. And although a large sum of the roster struggle to punish it because it has quite a lot of pushback on it, some characters can, Liu Kang for example. The cool thing is though, is that if you do back 1, 1+3 and buffer the telly slam, which is down up, it won't actually come out on block for some reason. I don't really know why, but it's really nice because it reduces the risk of getting punished dramatically. So that's a great tool, so keep that in mind. And then we've got forward 2-2, which is a decent advancing high to mid tool. You can throw it out there every now and then. I wouldn't do it too often because once again, unfortunately, it starts as a high, so if your opponent anticipates it, they can uppercut you or they can duck it and punish you, so try to be mindful of that. If they do block the first hit, you can use it to space them out and you can even cancel it into some of your projectiles. It does put them at good range, and you can do down 3 to sort of piss them off. That's another one that you can sort of throw out there after you've done it, but it puts them at a decent range. So two of my favourite moves with this character are back 2 and down 4. Now both of them don't do a lot of damage initially, the damage is very minuscule, but they are very quick, they're very safe, you catch people pressing buttons all the time. Down 4 has got a great stagger on it, and back 2 sends you halfway across the screen, which allows Noob to start zoning you again. So if you're playing Noob Saibot and you're neglecting these moves, please stop. You need to put these moves, you need to incorporate them in your arsenal. They're literally amazing. You know, I mean, you gotta play with what you got, right? He's not a Cassie Cage and he's not a Sonya, but these are still 2 very good moves, so definitely use them. You can throw some cheeky specials in between these as well, but again, don't do it too often because if someone clocks what you're doing, you're gonna pay the price. Another really good button that Noob has is forward 3, or it's forward and X for those on PlayStation. It's an awesome anti-air tool and it's a combo starter, so you can use it on the ground, but it is -9 and it is a high, so it's probably not something you're going to go to start your combos on the ground, but as an anti-air it may be one of the best in the game. I think it's one of the best in the games anyway. These are the things you can get from it. You can get very creative with these combos. These are probably not even the most damaging combos you can get from them, but it's definitely what you want to be going to when someone jumps in at you. Noob Saibot also happens to be blessed with one of the best down 2s in this game in my opinion. It has great range, and if you connect with a crushing blow, it has insane damage. Obviously what I just showed you is situational, but you get it. You can still get great damage, you can get very creative with the combos and setups. You won't always get that max damage, but you'll definitely be able to get something going. Alright, in the air now, Noob is actually really cool. And I didn't realise this until the other day, but if you do an air to air against someone, the preferred button is 3 or 4, but you can do 1 or 2 if you want. I always go to 3 or 4. If you do an air to air and you have meter, they're in serious trouble. They're going to lose a lot of health again. Like I said at the beginning of this video, Noob Saibot is a damage monster, that's where he really shines. And again, you can get massive damage from this, much more than I've seen other characters be able to get. And again, you can leave them in a standing mix-up. You can go for more damage if you use a Shadow Ball. I'll show you some of these examples here that you're seeing. If you have a crushing blow stack, you can imagine the possibilities here. So if you see someone jump and you've got the reactions for it, jump up, hit them, cancel into your dive kick, sickle scythe thing, use the meter. It's definitely worth it, especially because meter recharges pretty quickly in this game. It's definitely going to be something that you want to go for. Alright, now for some corner combos, and then we're pretty much done here. You know, you can piece the pieces together. You'll be able to, based on this video, you'll be able to make your noob into something more if it wasn't already. If you want to get a more of an idea how Noob Saibot plays, then please check out my other videos. The channel is basically littered with Noob Saibot gameplay, so if you want to understand how this all comes together, then definitely go check those out. But here's some corner combos, and again, you can make up some mix-ups from these. All of Noob Saibot's all of his combos are pretty one-dimensional, so the possibilities are endless. And as I said, there's obviously better corner combos than that, there's better mid-screen combos than what I've showed you, but hopefully now you have a better understanding of how to explore this character, how you want to approach the matchups. Once again, if you want to understand how matches play out a bit more, definitely go and check out my other videos. It'll be greatly appreciated. Me doing this tutorial was a request from some subscribers, so if anybody has any other requests, let me know. I'm always up for games, send me a message, I'm happy to add you on PlayStation Network. But until next time guys, peace.